For your oracle, you got gravity. You got the Eight of Pentacles reversed with Page of Wands reversed. Okay. So, for your love reading here, Chop House, uh, we got love as the emotional core and gravity as the grounding force. This reading suggests a pull, an undeniable, maybe heavy emotional connection. Gravity implies something deep or unavoidable. Love highlights emotional significance. With the tarot cards, you have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. It's about disengagement, lack of effort, or stagnation in building something long term. And the Page of Wands reverse is about delaying in passion or blocked enthusiasm, immaturity or hesitation, expressing desires, or starting something new. Now, the reading here, um, this is a connection with emotional weight, like gravity, and potential love, but currently stuck. One or both of you guys might not be putting in the needed effort. The Eight of Pentacles here in reverse, or it may be fear of lacking initiative or being emotionally honest with the Page of Wands reversed. And the pull here is still there, but the movement is kind of stalled. So if you're asking about him specifically, that they may feel something real, but they're holding back or unsure of how to express it. Something needs to shift before growth can happen. Aries, we have rain. Okay. Fire sign gets rain. This would be the call. The way that I'm doing these readings is it's my own little method. The oracle is called the seed. So this is going to be what you're going to plant for this month, and then you'll have the root, the rise, and then the reach. So move this down here. Aries, your root is Two of Swords reversed. The reach, or the rise, excuse me, is the Nine of Chalices. And the reach is the Hanged. No, so the the High Priestess reversed. So, okay. Just making sure I gathered my thoughts correctly. So, for Aries, for your month of June, the seed is rain. It's about cleansing, renewal, and emotional release. We've got for the roots, you have the Two of Swords reversed. The rise, Nine of Cups, or chalices in this case. And then for the reach is the High Priestess in reversed. For the seed, rain brings cleansing, surrender, and the promise of new growth after the fall. So for Aries, rain suggests it's time to let emotions move freely. Don't resist vulnerability. Cleansing comes when you stop holding it in. There you go. Just like the land after a downpour, your spirit is ready to feel lighter. Tears, truth, and tenderness are medicine for you right now for June. For the root, we have the Two of Swords reversed, and it's at its foundation. You may feel stuck or overwhelmed by a choice you've been avoiding. Reversed here, the card says it's indecision is no longer sustainable, so you can't ignore the truth or stay neutral anymore. And the rain is the rain of, for this is clarity is coming. Even if it feels uncomfortable, it's time to rip off that blindfold and trust your instinct. For the rise here for Aries for June, your emotional breakthrough lies in reconnecting with joy and fulfillment. The card often it's called like the wish card. So it shows that what you desire is within reach. Once you stop pretending everything's okay, so allow yourself to release what's been held inside. Let the rain wash away that pretense, and you'll be pretty amazed by how much lighter and happier you're going to feel. And for the reach, we have the High Priestess in reverse. It's being clouded by your highest potential is being clouded by disconnect from your intuition. So the High Priestess reverse says you might be doubting yourself, your inner voice, or suppressing something you know deep down. And the rain here says cleanse your intuition, wash away that noise, the doubts, and the fear. Silence, solitude, and emotional honesty will help you tune it back in. So your overall here summary for Aries is that this deep emotional cleanse is a month for Aries. It's like you've been stuck in indecisions, but rain is breaking that stalemate. Just let it pour, let that emotion release is necessary. And as you allow space for your truth and vulnerability, that joy returns with the Nine of Chalices, and so does your inner wisdom, the High Priestess reversed. So don't push it away. Don't distract yourself. Let it rain. That's your reading there, Aries, for the month of June. All right, Leo, for your seed this month, it's North. All right, Leo, for your month of June, the root is the Lovers, reversed. For the rise, we have Eight of Chalices, aka Cups, reversed. And for the rise, or the reach, excuse me, King of Wands. All right. So, for Leo, your month of June reading is the North. It's about true direction, inner guidance, and purpose. The root, or it's blah, blah, blah. We backtrack. North. It's the elemental power of clarity, purpose, and steadfast. And for Leo, this card is asking, are you being true to your path? Are you wandering in circles out of fear or comfort? North invites you to refocus. So cut through that confusion and reconnect with your soul's direction. This may require tough decisions and letting go of some illusions that you've been holding on to. It's a sacred recalibration for you, Leo, this month. And for the root, we have the Lovers reversed. At its foundation lies a disconnect, either from a person, a choice, or value that you've been strained from. The Lover's reverse speaks to misalignment. It's what you've attached to, what you're attached may no longer reflect who you are. It's time to reevaluate relationships or commitments that no longer reflect your growth. It could also be a call to reconnect with your integrity and heart. Rise, we got the Eight of Cups reversed. This card shows your challenge for this month, the fear of walking away. You may be resisting emotional departure, a very much needed emotional departure. That's what I was trying to say. Staying somewhere that feels emotionally stagnant or out of habit or nostalgia. And the North here is telling you that you can't grow if you stay where you're at, or your soul feels small. There's something better, but only if you're willing to leave what's known. So the keywords for here is fear, change, emotional stagnation, hesitation, and like clinging to the past. For the reach, we got the King of Wands. As your highest potential is leadership through self-ownership. The King of Wands is is you in your fullest Leo power. So it's confident, visionary, bold. He knows where he's going and doesn't wait for others to approve. This is your month to step up into full sovereignty. If that makes sense. Just make that hard choice, walk away, and then own it. The future demands your fire, not your fear. So, in summary, here, Leo, for your month of June, is that this is a realignment month. It may be stuck. You may be stuck in your past or resisting a necessary end. You're with the Lovers reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed. But North is calling you home to yourself. It's time to leave what isn't true, even if it hurts. On the other hand, on the other side of that choice, your power, your voice, and your fire is the King of Wands. So that is your month ahead there, Leo. Sagittarius, your seed for this month is air. Right? For the clarifiers, for the root, Sagittarius is 10 of Swords. Your reach is the Lovers reversed. Just come out on it. And the rise is the 5 of Wands. Okay. Okay, I think I get it. Right, so the seed here is air for Sagittarius. This is about ideas, perception, communication, and higher thought. And the air card signals that your mind is both your greatest gift and your current battlefield. This month, this is a time to clear the mental clutter, speak your truth, and see things through the illusions. In Sagittarius, your thoughts help you evolve. You're holding or is it also holding you hostage? The air reminds you to reconnect with clarity, honesty, and most importantly, breathe. Seek wisdom, not just the noise in your head. And the root here, 10 of Swords, is a hard truth that something is over. The 10 of Swords is the closing of a painful chapter, a betrayal or burnout, or just the final straw. Although it may feel like defeat, this isn't actually the end of suffering. No, that's all right. This isn't actually the end of suffering. It's not the beginning. It's the air clears away what's being weighed on you, and you no longer need to carry that wound with you. For the rise, we have the Lovers reversed. This card represents a major message that there's misalignment in the relationship or values, whether it's romantic, platonic, or within yourself. Something's out of sync. You're clinging to connections that no longer reflect your truth. Air here, connected to the air, says attach with clarity, not confusion. The healing comes when you choose truth over comfort. For the reach, we have the 5 of Wands. Your potential lies in constructive confrontation. So the 5 of Wands is often about conflict, but here it's growth through challenges. So speak up, compete, and get that ring, get that win. Air gives you those words now to carve out your space. So conflict doesn't mean chaos. It can lead to breakthroughs if you handle it with awareness. So the summary here, overall, Sagittarius, is the air is sweeping your life like a gust of truth. Something painful is ending, and the time has come to make an honest choice about who or what aligns with you. So you're being called to rise through friction. So use your voice, challenge the norms, and don't sink back. This is the fight that clears the sky. Sagittarius, this is your month of June. you got the equator. Grab two Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Ace of Swords reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Or Jenny. All right, just give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay, Jenny, for your love reading here. Um, as a equator is about balancing opposites, finding that unity in the difference, or being at a pivotal point or center point where both sides meet. It could also imply emotional neutrality or challenge of reconciling extremes. So the Ace of Swords reverse is about miscommunication, mental fog, unclear truths, a lack of clarity, or honest dialogue is blocking a situation. And the Wheel of Fortune reverse is about feeling stuck in a cycle, resisting change, or just bad timing. So for your love energy reading here, it's love is present, but communication's not very clear, or the truth is being avoided with the Ace of Swords reverse. And the equator here emphasizes a need to balance or reconcile those opposing energies. But the Wheel of Fortune reverse suggests now it's not the right time, perhaps, or just someone is stuck in a familiar emotional pattern. So the keywords for this reading would be emotional pull, misalignment, a blocked clarity, timing's kind of off. There's love, but you may need to wait for the right conditions or clarity before real movement happens. So the balance here must be created, or it's not going to happen on its own. Got atoms. Let's clarifier. Okay, we got the Six of Wands reversed and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. All right. Very nice, guys. Okay, so Oracle here is, yep, atoms represent like the building blocks of matter, obviously, but everything belongs with them. So emotionally, this can suggest that he sees you as a fundamental part of his world, but possibly in a scattered or fragmented way right now. There may be confusion about how to pull the pieces together in this relationship. The Six of Wands reverse, it usually points to disappointment, pride, or feeling unseen. It may feel like his efforts to connect haven't been recognized, or he may be struggling with internal doubts about being worthy or validated in the relationship. It could also suggest jealousy or a fear of not measuring up. And the Nine of Pentacles reversed is cards about independence and self-worth, but reversed, it points to dependency or insecurity. He might feel either overly dependent on your validation, or he sees you might not truly need him, which unsettles him. Oh, hello, Ra. Thank you for the follow. Um, there's like tension between wanting closeness and fearing the imbalance. So it's like he may see you as an essential part of your world, but currently feels either unseen or undervalued, or the dynamic is unsettled, unstable ish. There's a push pull of needing connection while struggling with his personal or rational self-worth issues. This isn't indifference, it's more likely confusion or insecurity or a bruised ego sort of situation here. Got plants as your spiritual message. Cat, you got the world reversed with Eight of Pentacles. Okay, for the Oracle, plants is in the Oracle speaks about growth, nurturing, process, and patience. So your purpose is not a single movement or achievement. It's an evolving organic journey of like learning, cultivating, and helping others grow also. So plants, your path involves cycles, care, long-term vision. You're not likely meant to tend to others' development or healing or contribute uh, over the time. It's not in quick flashes. So the tarot cards here, the Oracle, excuse me, not the Oracle, the World reversed. It's a powerful sign that your purpose isn't complete yet, and possibly that you've felt stuck or unable to reach closure or fulfillment. There's a sense of unfinished business in this lifetime. You may be circling around your greater mission, but haven't really fully integrated or claimed it yet. So this can point to karmic work, since you're into spirituality now, which is a good sign, or a need to stop searching for arrival and instead live through the process. And then the Eight of Pentacles here is that you're here to master a craft, like building something of value or sever through work, discipline, and skill. This card says your purpose involves continual growth and a hands-on effort. You may be a teacher or a healer or an artist or a guide, something that requires time, devotion, and refinement. So you're here to build, craft, and pass on your knowledge and skills to other people. It's your purpose is kind of to grow and help others grow, especially through dedicated effort and healing and teaching, stuff like that. So you're here to build something lasting that'll help weave things together that feel incomplete. Like for yourself, it's likely for others too. So you may not always feel done, but that's okay. Your journey is the purpose. That makes sense. There, cat. Oh, cool. So Gemini, your seed this month is electricity. For the clarifiers, we got the Lovers reverse. That's a very popping card. That's card's popped out a few times. 4 chalices for the rise, and for the reach, we got the Queen of Wands. All right. So re-illuminate that. For Gemini, for the month of June, your horoscope reading. Electricity is about activation, stimulation, and gonna wake up energy here. Energy is like a jolt of awareness. It's a reminder that you're alive and charged with possibility. So this card sparks movement where there's been some stagnation, and it'll light up the area of your life that's gone a little dim. So for Gemini, this means it's time to reawaken, to stop daydreaming or disconnecting, disassociating. It's time to reignite, reignite that voltage that you had. That's if you felt kind of off or distracted or numb, it's a surge is coming, and it's meant to realign you with your true passions. For the root, we had the Lovers reversed, and at the root, sometimes something at its core is at its sync, out of sync. Could be a choice or a relationship or your own values. It's your and it's your sign's card. The Lover's reverse carries even more weight. You may feel detached from yourself or your desires or from mutual understanding in a partnership. This isn't about romance, it's about a split within. And the electricity here says to rewire what's disconnected. In the rise, we have the Four of Cups, or in this case, it'd be chalices. reversed. But the good news is that you're waking up this month. Four of Cups is reversed, shows a return of interest. It's a shift from emotional apathy to curiosity. The fog is going to be lifting, and you're going to begin to see new opportunities that have been hiding in plain sight. And electricity here is recharging your emotional system. You just need to stay open to that little jolt of inspiration that's coming. For the reach, we have the Queen of Wands. Your potential this month is going to be bold, and radiant, and magnetic. The Queen of Wands is your inner fire starter. She's ready to shine with electricity as the spark. The Queen says it's like take up space again and be seen this month with your own confidence. You have an idea that, and that's, you have ideas, and it's like charisma. Now it's time to act on it. No more dimming your light for others' comfort. So the overall summary here, Gemini, is it's a wake up call this month. Though you've been detached or unsure, you're with the Lover's reverse, but electricity is telling you to reignite that spark. So you're beginning to care again. The Four of Cups here reversed, and then your fire is starting to return to you full force. Just say yes to visibility, to leadership, and inspired action, because your voltage here is going to start rising. So log back in. That's your reading there, Gemini, for the month of June. Libra, your card this month is Magic, for the seed. For the root, you have the Devil. As we all know, that doesn't mean a bad thing. For the rise, we have the Hermit. And for the reach, we got the Four of Chalices. Okay. So, Libra. The Oracle for your seed is Magic. It's not about illusions, but it's about real aligned creations. Card is here to remind you that you're an active participant in shaping your reality. For Libras, who often balances between the needs of others and yourself, Magic here is saying your energy matters. You must reclaim what you've unconsciously handed over. It's whether it's fear or your habits or relationship, telling you to take your power back this month. For the root, we have the Devil. So at the base of this all is Libra's experience. This month lies entrapped to like desires or your patterns or the people that feel controlling. You may feel stuck in a cycle that feeds your shadow side, the avoidance, the indulgence, or even people pleasing sometimes. The Devil is asking here is like, where have you given your power away? And the Magic is answering that. It's telling you to take it back. So the chains are loose. You just have to decide you're done. The rise is the Hermit. The path of growth this month is through solitude and self-inquiry. The Hermit invites you to step away from distraction and asks, like, what do you really believe in? What's your inner truth? Libras often look outward for reflection, but this card is saying your power lies within, and magic becomes real when you quiet the world and listen to your own wisdom. For the the reach, you got the Four of Cups. In this case will be chalices. Your potential lies in seeing the gift you've been overlooking. The card here says you may feel bored or disenchanted or emotionally checked out, but magic is offering something new. Even if you don't recognize it yet, it's time to like shift your perspective and stop waiting for ideal conditions and then choose to engage. So the spark you're looking for, it's already in your hand. Like literally the card's doing its the sparks in your hand. So the summary here for Libra is that magic wants your attention, but first you got to break that spell of disempowerment, and then through solitude you'll discover that ability to create something new that's being offered, but it can't enter until you clear that space. So don't look outside for your balance, cast your own little spell here. That's your reading there, Libra, for the month of June. Aquarius, you got south. It's interesting, the other one's got north. For Aquarius, the month of June. And since I'm left-handed, my left is up. Again, another thing that I do. All right, Aquarius, for your root, you got King of Swords. For the reach, you have Lovers again. That is a very popular card this month. And then for the rise, we have Justice. Okay, so Aquarius, your seed this month is South. South is about adventure, willpower, motivation, and purposeful movement. South is the direction of fire, of growth, and courage, where action is born. And so for Aquarius, this seed for this month says it's time to move boldly in that direction of your truth. So no more thinking without action. You are gathered enough insight, and now it's about being decisive, especially in matters of the heart, ethics, and alignments. So go forward, not just thoughtfully, but passionately and purposefully. So the root for Aquarius this month is the King of Swords. This is you in essence, the strategist, the observer, and the truth speaker. The King of Swords shows you've been grounded in logic, fairness, and clarity, but also a bit of emotionally removed. Yeah, you've worked to understand everything from that mental point of view, but the South is saying cool intellect isn't going to be enough. What does your heart say? The rise, you got the Lovers. This month brings a call for alignment through vulnerability. So the Lovers signals a meaningful connection or a pivotal choice. You're being asked to unite that mind and your heart. This could be about love, purpose, or choosing between two paths. So it's not necessarily like romantic love. It's about a decision. But the key is authenticity. The fire of the south here encourages you to commit with your whole being, not just your head. Um, for the reach, we have justice. Um, your full potential this month lies in walking your talk. You know, justice is about ability to act from integrity and truth, even when it's difficult, I guess. The South here energizes you. This isn't about cold legalism. It's about bold, value-driven action. So you're stepping into a role of moral leadership, whether it's in a relationship, decision, or cause. It's your sense of fairness is going to become your compass. So the Aquarius for your month of June overall is your month is going to align through with passion. You've you've mastered the clarity, but now it's time to choose love, purpose, and action. And justice shows that you're going to make that choice with integrity. So with the South igniting your path, so just move forward courageously with your heart, and this is going to be your true direction this coming month, Aquarius. You got time. Okay. Your clarifiers. The stars reversed with Ace of Wands reversed. Okay. So time in the elemental oracle, it speaks about cycles and timing and endurance. It's the long game in terms of career. This card suggests your path isn't meant to be rushed. So you may be in a transitional movement right now where that patience and timing is going to be everything. There's a reminder here that your career growth isn't linear. It's going to evolve in seasons. There may be a pause or a reset phase, but it's not a failure. So the star reversed. You may feel disconnected from your purpose right now, or like your dreams are fading or being delayed. This can point to like loss of inspiration or burnout or losing sight of why you started something in the first place. You might be doubting whether your goals are realistic right now or even yours anymore. And the Ace of Wands reverse is the stalled spark. Now this card kind of reverse shows that motivation is kind of low a little bit, and the opportunities maybe feel blocked or unexciting. So something may have started with passion, but it's didn't fully launch, and you feel a little creatively stuck or unsure of how to reignite that motivation again. So you're likely in a waiting phase or a reassessment point right now for your career. It's something about your original dream or your spark that needs to be re-examined. So perhaps it wasn't the right timing or the wrong platform, but the energy here says that your career path isn't over. It's just getting rerouted. You're not off course, but you're in between your chapter. Cancer, your seed for the next month is Sun. Your root, you have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. The reach is the Hanged Man. The rise is the Hangman, and the reach is the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So, Cancer, for this coming month, this month of June, Sun, the sun doesn't ask to shine. It doesn't ask, it just shines. I remember that right. For Cancer, this card challenges your comfort in remaining quietly behind the scenes. It's time to step into the light. and to confront what's blocking your abundance. Uh, Choose your growth over comfort. The sun illuminates places that your energy has been drained or hidden. So it's asking, like, what would happen if you stop dimming your light for others? For the root, we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Um, it's a sense of instability around legacy or family or financial security. So something in your foundation feels shaky this month, possibly due to changing roles, either financial concerns or a generational pattern that no longer serves you. Now, there may be pressure to uphold traditions or expectations that don't reflect your truth. So the sun is saying you don't have to inherit what doesn't nourish you. So for the rise, we have the Hanged Man. Your growth comes from like surrender and new perspectives. You've been pushing or maybe retreating, but now it's time to pause consciously. That's not out of fear, but for revelation. The Hanged Man is going to encourage you to see your situation from a spiritual lens this month. What if the delay isn't punishment but realignment? The sun is going to help you spot that opportunity in this suspension. For the reach, we have the Five of Pentacles. Your highest potential this month comes from when you release the story of isolation or lack. The card shows a fear of being kind of left out in the cold, but emotionally or mentally. But the sun's going to remind you that you're not really truly alone, that there's warmth waiting, but you may need to ask for help and open up, or walk away from that door that you've been knocking. It's not going to open. So the summary here for your month, Cancer, it's going to be a soul clearing month. You may feel unsteady for your foundations, but that's only to help you see what's worth actual building. To let go of outdated models of success through pause and reflection. You'll gain some wisdom. And then the sun says you're enough and that you're seen. So step out of that cold and claim your space in that light this month, Cancer. Scorpio, your seed this month is Moon. Their root is the Three of Wands. The rise is the Nine of Wands reversed. The reach is the Four of Swords reversed. For this month of June, Scorpio, just give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, for your seed this month is Moon. Moon asks you to trust your inner tides. For Scorpio, the seeds is a sacred invitation into shadow work, emotional honesty, and reclaiming that intuition that you've been lacking. Something may feel unclear or distorted, but it's not meant to stay hidden. It's meant to be felt. You've navigated an in-between phase, and the moon here says, move with it, not against it. Trust your own depth more than others' projections. The root here is the Three of Wands. At the foundation, it's wanting or waiting with purpose. You planted seeds, made moves, and now you're looking out towards what's next. The Three of Wands shows a desire for expansion, but there's tension. Are you truly needing and ready to receive what you've envisioned? The moon may be clouding your view right now, but making you doubt what's coming, but the path is unfolding, just not always as straight lines. For the rise, we have the Nine of Wands reversed. And here lies emotional burnout or defense fatigue. Nine of Wands shows you've been guarding and you've been guarded too long, and it's exhausting. You may be cycling through old trauma loops, feeling like you need to stay strong, even when your heart wants to let go or let someone in. The moon here reminds you that your vulnerability is not your weakness, it's your hidden strength. For the reach, we have the Four of Swords reversed. You're being pushed to reclaim that true rest. This card reversed shows you're not giving yourself time to properly recover, either mentally, emotionally, spiritually. There's a need for conscious withdraw, not isolation. Just let your nervous system catch up. And the moon medicine here is stillness, reflection, and trusting that slowing down is progress for you right now. So the summary overall here for Scorpios this month of June is the moon's going to light your way this month. It's going to guide you through those shadows and the healing and the readiness. And you've built a vision, but here with the Three of Wands, but the lingering defense and the wounds, the Nine of Wands reversed, are tiring your spirit. Recovery is essential right now. The Four of Swords reversed. So don't resist that pause. Embrace it. Let go of that illusion that you must fight alone, because you're not alone. You're allowed to rest and you're allowed to soften and trust your intuition again. And that's the reading for Scorpios this month for June. Hello, everybody. If I do not get to your questions today, there are many, many, many other tarot readers out there that'll gladly answer the questions. Right now, I'm doing horoscope readings for the water signs. The last of the water signs. And I'll answer some questions. And then I'll finish up with the earth signs. If you missed the fire and air signs, I have video on demand on Twitch that you can watch free. The live unedited readings. Eventually I'll download that and edit all it down on YouTube. All right, the last of the water signs is Pisces. Do Pisces horoscope for June. I was asked once if this was a recording. It's not a recording. I'm just making sure I got all of them. So for the month of June, Pisces, you got ice. The root is Four of Pentacles reversed. The rise is the Seven of Pentacles. And the reach is the Page of Chalices reversed. All right. Okay, Pisces. For your month of June, your seed is ice. Ice teaches the wisdom of pause. So for Pisces, this is a time to preserve your energy for June. Reflect on what's worth holding on to and begin to melt that part of yourself that's frozen by fear or heartache. heartbreak. Um, you're not being asked to act fast, but rather to listen to what's frozen within. And the seed suggests that emotional boundaries and patience are the key themes this month. For your root, Pisces, you got the Four of Pentacles reversed. It's it's a fear of losing control. It's either over finances, time, or your emotions, because you may be feeling overly guarded, or on the flip side, struggling with letting go of something that no longer serves you. And ice here says preserve what's sacred, not what's safe out of habit. It's a time to reevaluate what you truly value and release the rest of it. For the rise, you got the Seven of Pentacles. Um, the path to growth this month is slow and patient reflection. You're asked to look at what you've been investing your energy into. It's like, is it growing, or is it going to align with your stuff? The Seven of Pentacles honors a long time effort and encourages trust and delayed rewards. Um, the ice plus your earth energy says it's not all the ice in the earth energy uh, says it's not all progress. It's visible. That's visible yet. It's happening underground. Don't uproot your efforts prematurely this month. For the reach, you have the Page of Chalices reversed. The potential is to reconnect with your inner dreamer and emotional openness, but right now it may feel a little blocked. The page reversed here suggests that you may be dismissing your intuition or shifting emotional expression due to fear or rejection from past wounds. And ice has numbed something inside of you. It's it's time to gently thaw your heart and let those feelings move back in again this month. And the summary overall for Pisces is it's a it's a quiet but meaningful month for you. The ice teaches you to slow down and protect what matters, but not at the expense of emotional numbness. Let go of the need to control and trust the slow unfolding, and to begin gently reconnecting with your sensitivity and your playfulness. You know, you don't need to rush. You just need to soften this month, Pisces. There you go. Ace of Swords, the Star, or Ace of Swords reversed, the Star reversed, and Seven of Wands. Doubles. All right, just give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay. So, with the Ace of Swords reversed, there's a lack of clarity or truth in the connection. This can suggest a miscommunication or confusion or even unspoken tensions. You may not be seeing things clearly either because of like an emotional attachment, or because he's not fully honest with either you or himself. There may be a mental block also within thoughts, withheld thoughts, or even a denial. On the Star reverse is that this connection may feel disappointing or draining. The hope or inspiration you once felt might now feel like it's starting to dim. It's a sign that faith is being tested. You might be trying to hold on to hope within deep down that you feel like it's slipping away. The Seven of Wands is that you're fighting to keep something alive or trying to defend this relationship, possibly more than he is. You might feel like you're on the defensive, uh, consistently justifying your emotions or trying to make it work despite resistance. So, like right now, the cards here are suggesting that he may not be the one in the long term, at least not in his current mental state. There's too much uncertainty and lost direction or an emotional exhaustion right now. You seem to be the one standing your ground and pushing for clarity or that connection, but not receiving enough in return. This doesn't mean he never could be, but he'd have to grow first and become more transparent and show up with that same strength um, and vision that you've already bringing to the table. If that makes sense, Olivia. Virgo. Virgo, we got magic. Virgo, for the root, we got the Emperor. The rise is the Two of Swords reversed, and the reach is the Hangman reversed. Right. Let's give me a second so I can gather my thoughts. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Virgo. All right. Um. Oh, thank you, Shiny Eevee Boy, for the follow. Hello, hello. I am doing the zodiac readings for the month of June. I did fire, air, water, and now I'm starting with the earth signs. I should have paused my 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 cue. Between boundaries is the last one before I say good night for the night. Sorry. Okay, Virgo, for your month of June. Um, your seed is magic, and magic isn't about force. It's about aligning actions backed by belief. So for Virgo, this seed says that you've already have the tools. You just need to trust yourself and use them this month. It's time to break the illusion that more planning or waiting will perfect that moment. And this month is about reclaiming your authority and making empowered decisions, even if the outcome isn't fully visible yet. For the root, we have the Emperor. It's at the foundation is a strong desire for structure, leadership, and control. The Emperor is about building systems, taking responsibility, and embodying wise authority. Virgo, this reflects your natural gifts of order and mastery, um, but it also suggests a potential over reliance on control or rigidity. Um, the magic here says you're the architect, just don't forget the soul behind the strategy this month. For Rise, we have the Two of Swords reversed. This is you're facing a stalemate, breaking open. The Two of Swords reverse shows that indecision can no longer be sustained. Truth is emerging. You've likely been avoiding, whether it's about a partnership, a path, or a personal belief. It's time to make a move, even if it's uncomfortable. But magic here means trusting that clarity comes with motion. And for the reach this month, you got the Hangman reversed. Your highest potential lies in releasing the illusion that waiting brings wisdom. So the Hangman is suggesting you've been in a pause mode for too long, perhaps thinking you need more insight before you act. But the truth here is that the insight won't come until you act, and magic asks you to reclaim your will, break that loop, and trust that taking a step forward, even if imperfect, is divine timing. The overall message for Virgo this month is about making the magic real. You've laid that groundwork, but the indecision and delay is stalling that power, and magic is here to remind you that you are the ritual. So choose, act, and move. Just don't wait for that perfect timing. Create it. The moment you commit, the current's going to start to flow again. That is the month of June for Virgo. Taurus, your seed this month is passion. Taurus, your root this month is the Eight of Wands reversed. The rise is tiny elephants. Forgot that I took all the other cards out. Strength. I mean, tiny elephants kind of matches that. And the rise is Two of Pentacles. All right. Just give me a second so I can gather my thoughts. Okay. So Taurus. For your month of June, we have passion as the seed. It's that flame that fuels meaningful action. For Taurus, the message is a wake-up call to stop going through the motions and start feeding that fire. What excites you, what feels right, even if it's a little chaotic. So passion doesn't always feel safe, but it reminds you that you're alive. The fire isn't gone; it just needs a little air. For the root, you got the Eight of Wands reversed. At your base, it's a feeling of delay, slow momentum, or frustration. The card here reversed can indicate that either you're resisting change or that the universe has been putting the brakes on your plans. It's not a punishment, but it's another pause for alignment. You've meant to move. You're meant to move forward, but only once you've connected with what actually lights you up. So don't rush, but don't stall out of fear this month, Taurus. The rise is strength. So your growth lies in claiming that calm resilience and your inner mastery. Strength isn't about brute force. It's that gentle power of self-trust or graceful discipline. So the passion without containment can burn you out, but when paired with heart-centered strength, it becomes like a sacred devotion. So you're not being asked to tame that fear. You're gonna gently lead yourself back to joy. The reach for you, Taurus, this month, it's a potential of by balancing the desire with practicality. The Two of Pentacles here says you're juggling something, perhaps your responsibilities with your passion or your inner world with your outer one. It's not about dropping one to keep the other afloat. It's about that rhythm, not perfection. So the more you trust that dance that you're doing, the more naturally your passion's going to flow again. And the overall message here for Taurus this June is to reignite what excites you, even if life's been feeling slow or stuck. That passion is waiting for you to choose it through steady strength and intentional balance. You'll feel your soul is going to awaken this month, Taurus. Stop waiting for that perfect moment to pursue what lights you up and start stroking that flame right now. Capricorn, your seed this month is Earth. Your root this month is the Knight of Wands. The rise is the Queen of Pentacles, and the reach is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. All right, I think I got it. Okay, so Capricorn, your seed, obviously here is Earth. Earth brings you back to that core values of stability and legacy and long-term growth. It's a card that reminds that success is built. Well, that success built on burnout or imbalance isn't a true success. It asks what supports that energy, what nourishes you at the root, and you're not just here to build, you're here to live on what you've built this month. And the root is the Knight of Wands. At the core of the month is ambition on fire. The Knight of Wands is about bold, inspired, and ready to take risks. Energy shows you're feeling driven, but the Earth card here reminds you that burnout comes when fire ignores the foundation. It's not about not going fast, it's about going smartly about it. So let the passion lead, but keep your feet on the ground. For the rise, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Your path of growing is through nurturing, practicality. Blah, blah. The Queen here is your ideal growth guide. She reminds you to balance effort with care and achievements with well-being. So this month, ground your fire in sustainable routines and nourishing relationship and your self-trust. You don't have to do everything alone this month. You just have to do what matters with your heart. And then you have the rise with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's your highest potential is going to be revealed by redefining success. The Ten of Pentacles reverse suggests that the traditional markers of success like wealth, family expectation, legacy might be out of sync with your soul's truth this month. The Earth card says grow what's real, not what looks good. So your long-term success depends on building something you've actually want to live inside of. That makes sense there, Capricorn. The summary overall is that the month invites you to fire up your passion, but ground it in care and sustainability. And then the Earth reminds you that your foundation matters, and that what you want to build must match why you're building it. The Ten of Pentacles reverse asks to redefine success, not by society rules, but by your own deep-rooted truth this month, Capricorn. Okay. You got time. That one popped out before. All right, between got the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Swords reversed. Okay, all right. So between the Oracle card here, time, it reminds you that everything unfolds at its own rhythm. You're in a cycle that's about timing, pacing, and choosing the right moment. So don't rush. It's not about freezing, but aligning with your inner clock. Just trust that your momentum doesn't have to look like everybody else's. You're marching to your own beat right now. For the cards, you got the Knight of Wands. You're being called to move boldly, act on passion, and trust your instincts. There's a fire inside you right now that wants to move forward with adventure and motion and a creative leap. This is the green light for that action, but also a reminder to check your direction before you charge ahead. Um, the Eight of Swords reverse, you're breaking free from limiting thoughts or some old fear. What once kept you kind of stuck. It's either fear or doubt or other outside pressure. It's starting to loosen its grip. This is the moment of mental like liberation. This is where you've regained your power and realizing that you're not as trapped as you once believed. So your guidance overall message here is that you're kind of entering in a powerful moment of breaking free and moving forward. You've kind of outgrown those old fears and stuck patterns. And the Knight of Wands here is urging you to reclaim that drive and let that timing unfold. You don't need to control all of it, but you do need to say yes to your own fire. So just take that leap, even if the exact path isn't fully mapped yet.